Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this week's Countdown to Whirl. So far, not much. I've been working on Wings this week. Working on other stuff with characters. Didn't really get a lot done. I'm actually kind of disappointed, but hopefully I'll be back up in action soon. I'm going to be taking a little bit of break this next weekend for a trip. I'll keep you guys posted, and so on and so on. Okay, talk to you later. Bye. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another nerdy episode of Another Nerdy Talk Show where we talk nerd. Oh my god. Welcome everybody for a fine night. Before we begin, I got a couple of things to let you know. Number one, I'm not. We will not be having. We're going to be taking a 2-week break. I'm going to be away from my computer. I'm going to need to I'm attending a wedding. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna be in Tennessee. If you want to see me in Tennessee, I guess you can try and find me. I don't care. But anyway, that being said, also I want to thank our Sam Vincent for a perfectly well done interview last week. We had a lot of fun. It was great. All that good stuff, so on and so on. Anyway, not a whole lot happened this week that I was able to keep track of. I apologize. I've been busy with a lot of stuff getting ready. I've been getting a lot of stuff done before I go on this trip. But with that being said, tonight we got trailers for boom, Percy Jackson and the Olympians, the Disney Plus series, which has been hyped up for a while. I have thoughts on this. And Squid Games, The Challenge. Oh, do I have a lot to say about that. Also, we got some behind the scenes look at that upcoming Toxic Avengers remake. Plus some Hooked on Harmonics from Cruiser Tonight. And some Tumak from Jablonski. I thought we'd do both just to make up time. And yeah. With that being said, let me introduce you guys to my usual host for the night there. I got Kuma the Sleepy and Jib Jobs. There he is. How are you guys doing tonight?
Thanks, Bernard. I'm back.
You're
I'm an old
brilliant.
man. I have random back pain now.
Oh my god, we are old. I'm expecting us to do this show later in the years, and I'm gonna be like, hey, Kobai, how's your lumbago doing?
I'm good. How was your prostate exam?
It was too dusty and crusty to tell.
Okay, but what about the one by the doctor?
Even back then, I'm probably gonna be laughing. I'm gonna be coughing out as I laugh. Like, remember that one time I had bronchitis on the show, and I was laughing, and coughing at the same time.
No,
Probably so I was
right before the
smoking.
doctor sticks his fingers in, a puff of dust is going to come out of his ass.
Who do you think I am, Lloyd Kaufman?
Like, why do I feel skeletons in here? How many
Why
gerbils
do I
did? How
feel
many gerbils?
skeletons
Oh, that's
in
where that
here?
gerbil went.
Oh my god.
I'll still I'll still be smoking. That's why I'm hoping, like, with how much I smoke, that, like, even though yes, it affects your brain on a very, very, very high level. I'm just kidding, but it does affect your brain. But I'm just hoping, like, my health along with this is just like the reason why I lived.
How did you live for so long, sir? Smoke weed
No,
every
how
day.
no, how are you living for this long, sir? Oh, weed every day.
Definitely. But no, I'm glad you're doing fine. That being said, tonight we got a pretty. There wasn't a lot that happened this week. Honestly, I mean, some stuff did, but I kind of lost track of it because I was so busy. I apologize. Like I've been getting ready for this trip, right? And I reserved this. I'm driving up there, right? So I decided to rent out a car in the middle of April because I want to get an early start, good prices, whatever, right? So it's a week before the trip today, and I wanted to check up on the reservation, see how it is, and then I found something on it that I didn't realize, that apparently the car is restricted from leaving the state of Florida.
Yeah,
Wait, what?
The car I was
I
renting
think.
is like restricted from leaving the state border.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think. Oh wait, is it just the car or the company?
The what do you mean? I don't know what you mean
Because
by
I
that.
know like certain car rental services won't allow you to take like the car out of state.
Yeah, it was like
Yeah.
this. It was like the company that has that on their website saying you may not leave
What?
the Florida state lines because America and
What company?
conservation ship and go red.
Okay, no, I was thinking that you were gonna say it was actually the car that specifically the car couldn't go because the car was involved in something.
But yeah, so
I
I
was
had
gonna be like, damn.
so I'm like shit. What the hell do I do? We already got a spending plan, so I have to
Uh,
go. So I go to Enterprise, right? And I find the same vehicle. It's like only like slightly more expensive. And yeah, apparently Enterprise is allowed to leave state thing, and they give me the same unlimited mileage they did. It's a pain in the ass, really is. Unlimited mileage, and this one it says if you leave the Florida, you can leave the if you leave the Florida, you're gonna pay you might pay a fine of 1,000 plus 25 cents for every mile you took past 4,000 or something like that. I don't fucking know.
Oh wow.
I'm like I don't understand. I don't understand this, and if there's anything I've learned growing up, if you don't understand what it says, try something different. So
I mean, I kind of understood that.
I mean, I understood the basic stuff there, but when you see $1,000 in there, I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna do that. So unless that thing says,
I wouldn't have to see the thousand. I would just been like,
unless
no.
that $1,000 preceded is, um, not what's the opposite of preceded?
I have no idea.
I don't
Unless
know.
basically, if unless I see the words "you" and "one" before that $1,000, I'm not gonna take it seriously. So yeah. So yeah, I made an account on Enterprise and I just got like that. It was like nuts. But yeah, Expedia refunded my money, which I only spent. I prepaid for like the damage collision and shit. You know what I'm talking about?
Uh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. So now I got to
Mm.
pay all that in Expedia. So now I got to come up with like $800 before Sunday. Okay.
Expedia. Shit.
Wow.
What?
Nah, we're. I mean, I was impressed by that by it being 800.
No, no. This is the Enterprise one. The other one was like 760 something. I don't know.
Mm.
This is with the damage collision I already paid for. But I think the damage collision was like 108 and the one here was like it was more expensive, but the rental price was cheaper.
Oh, okay.
Whereas the other one, the rental price was bigger, but the damage one was cheaper.
Mm.
What are we talking? It's gonna be great. I like driving on the road. And
Thought
yeah,
of it.
I'll try and vlog on my Instagram if you guys want to see it. It's at Shaded Scythe Studios.
Is that a new tattoo?
Yeah, show me that tattoo. Let me put you on full screen so I can see that tattoo. Hold on, let me just get the Discord ready for you. There you go. Let me just see that. There. Yeah. What is that?
Sorry. It's a like a one line leaf where it's just like where it's meant to just seem like it's all one line.
Wow. Yeah, I like to call those like string drawings, honestly, because it looks like one long piece of string in like one image. And
Well,
one
it's
more.
one line. It's not a piece of string. It's a line.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, that makes sense too. I think it's because of how it's like shaped out, like with the curves and everything. That's why I always compare it to that. But yeah, it's kind of like isn't like Japanese calligraphy like one line, or is it like multiple?
No, it's like multiple because it's like a bunch. Theirs is just like specifically bold dashes and like dots, if I remember right.
Oh yeah, I like how they draw calligraphy in that speed. It's amazing. It's amazing how like one symbol can like mean a full name. It's like crazy.
No, yeah, and like multiple of those symbol of the same symbol. If it's a big symbol and with the same symbol on top of it, it means something else as well too for some reason.
Oh yeah, of course. I'm like that's not.
Because I could be wrong on this one. The symbol that means woman, I think I think they made it to where if it's together or if it has another word next to it or another one next to it,
Do you have any
it
symbol
translates to crazy.
for a woman,
It translates
or like
it.
female?
I don't know if it was just woman or female in general or wife or something like that. It translated to crazy or something like that. Or it, if you added it or if you put it with the same thing or added it another part to it, it translates to crazy or killer or something like that. It was
Let me
something funny
see.
or something funny or something bad. I remember. I'm like, that sounds kind of funny.
Yeah, it
Or
kind of
I don't
does.
remember. I forgot what it was because I was like right there going, what's going on? Just
Exactly.
because like if you the symbols and everything, I was like, hmm. I wonder who was the person that thought of that.
Yeah, I'm kind of looking at it. It does kind of look similar. Anyway, let's talk about these trailers for the week. Our first
All
trailer
right.
is for the much anticipated Percy Jackson and the Olympians. Oh my goodness, Percy Jackson, Percy. He was my least favorite character on Thomas the Tank Engine.
Yeah.
So let's get on the plot with this one here. So when they announced this Percy Jackson series, it's been in the work for a while. Like people have been just it's been hyped. I never read the books
Yeah,
or saw the movie tie-ins. I honestly just wanted to spot this one mainly because it's been built up for that long. So here's the plot. 12-year-old modern demigod Percy Jackson is coming to terms with his newfound divine powers when the sky god Zeus accuses him of stealing his master lightning bolt. With his friend's help, Percy must restore order to Olympus. Honestly, it was. I look at it and it's okay. It looks nothing. I honestly, there's nothing I really have any faith in watching. I mean, I'm sure people will like it as it is. I mean, like it had some of the tropes in there, like his pen turning into the sword, which I always thought was pretty cool. But
I'm
I,
giving it a
I just
watch.
I just love how you could talk about it and not know much not know much about it.
I have seen. I know sort of thing. Wasn't like Liam. I remember one thing. I think I saw this in the Nostalgia Critic review. Liam Neeson is this. I think it's Liam Neeson.
Of
He's in this.
course,
He's in this chair. He's in a wheelchair, right? And he's revealed to be like a centaur.
yeah.
And I'm like, how are you hiding that?
Like
They
it's
they never specifically go into all that specifically. I know like his best friend Grover or yeah, I think it's Grover.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's a satyr where he's like half man, half goat.
Yeah.
And the way they hid that, they didn't like specifically have him be like like in plain sight hiding. No, well, it was in plain sight, but not like him like walking right or anything. He was like using crutches to get around, but his feet were still, or like the bottom half of his legs and everything were still goats. So he was still wearing regular shoes, if I remember right, like in the scenes, but they just
Probably
made it seem
fitted
like
special
he's
to.
Oh yeah, of course.
yeah.
It's like Torgo, only it's not awkward.
I'm coming in with a take on this one. Percy Jackson is better than Harry Potter. Fucking fight me.
Ooh. I
I don't,
mean,
I don't, I don't. I mean, I don't really compare the two, but I guess
No,
sure.
well,
Well, like it's magic in Greek Olympians.
yeah, it's
It's
like two
like,
different things, dude. I think that's not really a good thing to compare.
and like I'm
no,
not gonna say
I've
it's
seen
better
these.
than the
I've
other.
seen these all the. I've seen so many fucking like debates on it.
No,
For
yeah,
some reason, people keep like. I know where you're coming from. I know what you're saying, but people will still say like, "Oh, Harry Potter's better," or it's
Look, if you
like,
want to compare
if
Harry,
you broke down Harry Potter to its basic format, she cannot world build worth a shit.
what? How? How
well,
explain?
Okay,
Wait, hold on. Are we talking the?
nothing.
Wait, are we talking the books or the movies?
The
I assume he
books.
means books because like she didn't really do much in the movies.
Correction, she did a lot. Well, in the new one she did, but yeah. But yeah, go on.
Nothing in when it comes to the Wizarding World makes any goddamn sense.
What?
Even like they. It's like there's no way that they could be that isolated from the world. It's like yes, you can hide, but at the same time too, why don't these motherfuckers know anything when it comes to technology?
Because
And they're
time out. What kind of technology are you referring to?
like regular fucking tech. They
Because
only rely on magic.
well,
It's like
that's because there wasn't a lot of tech back then in the '90s, dude.
Well, no,
it's the
still though, no.
90s.
But there was still a lot of tech, Evan. There was still tech. There was like computers and stuff. Still, there
Also,
was even cell phones.
also, if also
Don't say it because it was in London or it took
also
place in Europe.
also you aren't going to cover that London Parliament is aware of of the Wizarding World and have actually been helping them protect the regular world from the Wizarding World.
Yes, I'm aware of that, but still,
But
it's
that's
like
not the part he's getting at. He's asking on why the Wizarding world doesn't take in
it's like
actual
magical Amish people.
yeah like that. Yeah, I get
But at
his
the same
point.
time, too, it's like they're so detached from them. But at the same time, they got fucking cars. What the
Yeah.
hell?
What
It's
is
like it's so inconsistent.
that depends. Well, when you go into traditional stuff there, I can guess that doesn't make much sense, but I think it's just more or less what would you have? Fucking magic or technology?
Both.
Both.
Well, some of
If you can have both, you can have both. They but he's
some
specifically saying that the Wizarding world are choosing not to go with any technology, except for maybe in America. I will say in
eh,
America they seem to kind of slightly took it in just because, well, it was more
And helpful.
abundant and helpful over there.
well,
But
some of the
uh,
technology is used, honestly. Like Mad Eye Moody, he's like
It's
I forget.
still
I
magic.
forget in the book. In the books, I know he's basically different from the form of the movies. Like his legs were made of wood, I think, rather than metal. But I guess they can't. Bear in mind, my knowledge of Harry Potter goes into the movies. I can only take in so much from the books. They do use some stuff there. I know the Weasleys did a couple of things with technologies, such as what were they doing? It was the car.
mm, no,
So
that wasn't specifically the Weasleys. So Arthur Weasley, their father, he does everything in he learns stuff about the Muggle world, specifically our world and everything. That car was actually something I get the wizarding people confiscated from someone because that car was charmed to fly. It wasn't theirs. That was specifically one
yeah.
that he brought
So
to the house because that's what he kind of does. He brings things to
so
his home.
the whole movie is the whole series
Hmm.
outside of Beasts
Let's see what's going on here.
is from 91 to 98. You're telling me that between 91 and 98 they didn't get the idea of hey, we know this is like let's just use some of this crap that humans use. It's a lot more efficient at the same
No, yeah,
with
Let
our
me
magic it
see.
would be better.
Let me see. It says
no,
here.
yeah. There's the
It
oh,
says
good.
here that there is some research of the lore that explains why they don't go into technology here. One of them that stands above the mess about it all is the magical community prides itself on the fact that it does not need the many admittingly ingenious devices that Muggles have created to enable them to do what they can. What
I could stand
I
correct
have
that
not
they
finished.
kind
I
of
am
do.
not finished. Let me start again. The magical community prides itself on the fact that it does not need the many admittingly ingenious devices that Muggles have created to enable them to do what can be so easily done by magic in mere seconds.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
I'm not buying it.
Nope. Because you know what can be solved without magic? Instant messaging.
They can do that.
No, they can't.
Yes, they can.
How? How? What do they
Um,
do? What do they do
magic
that literally can send a message as fast as I can send you a text?
projection. Sirius Black did it in the fireplace. They can do it. They can do it. They did it
Mm-mm,
in the.
mm-mm. But not. But you have to be somewhere for that, though. You have to be where that was. He projected himself onto a fireplace.
have swore there was another one. I can't remember it too well though. Anyway,
They don't have any specific like instant messaging, Evan. Like most of the way they still receive messages or letters
again
are
though,
by owls.
you're comparing a technology that didn't exist at the time the books didn't take place.
Uh, Jablonski, what years did this take place in?
The book series itself, the initial was from 91 to 98.
And when did instant messaging come out?
Texting was still a thing, though.
When
Texting was still
was
a thing that was made.
really? When was texting made? Was texting invented?
Dude, did you not have a phone in the 90s?
No, because I was a child. Child that was like I turned
I
7
had
and fucking.
I was 7 and had a cell phone.
Let's see here.
I didn't, mostly because I was freaking. My family just couldn't afford one.
1992 was when the first text message was sent. However, texting did not take off like internationally until 2001.
But it was still a thing, though. It was still a thing. And as we pointed out, the Wizarding World was partnered with the government to know about some of this stuff. So again,
So at least the government of the Wizarding World would have access to it.
Yeah. Like the Wizarding World could have at least known about it, but you know, they were probably just going like, we don't need that. We got owls that are still faster for some reason. Because that's a Brandon Lee Mulligan argument where he goes, in a world full of these wizards and like how they could do all this stuff, they still prefer to have their letters delivered by one of nature's slowest moving birds.
No, one of my favorite ones for this. Haha, you're out of magic spells. Guess what? American magic.
Let me see here. I don't want to go too.
Now say that again, but this time with your chest.
I don't know if there's any visual that separate the long distance exchange message from each other instantly.
Yeah, again, Evan, they don't have any way of like getting the instant message to them. They have to be either near something or have something delivered to them.
What about what's the word here? Not I keep thinking it's evaporate, but thing where you can like warp from one place to another without flue powder.
That's not instant messaging.
There's also
that's just teleporting to someone to talk to them. That's not you just right there going, "Hey, I'm here. I'm at my home. Where are you at?" or whatever.
Oh, apparently the Patronus can also send messages. I know that's not going against your argument. I did not know that. That's actually interesting.
Yeah, I'm just right here going like that's
actually a new one to me too.
The mirror.
No, I know about them. I watched the Super Carlin Brothers.
It's kind of interesting.
They talk about.
I guess the argument I can give there is like you said, they have to have a thing or like be a certain place to give the instant messaging. But I guess you can make the same argument to receive one. You would technically need a cell. It's like the equivalent of having a cell phone. You wouldn't really get one unless you had a cell phone.
Yeah, but if I have a cell phone, that I don't need any of the other stuff.
I apologize
to
your
send anything to.
Here, Kuma. We are moving off way more off topic than we thought. But Percy, anyway, right. Percy Jackson. I don't know. What did you guys think of this trailer? I really didn't think there was anything to write home about. Maybe it's because I'm not into fantasy really, but
I'm looking forward to it, especially with the casting. I want to see how they manage to top a lot of the casting. I'll give it a watch, absolutely, because I'm more of a Percy Jackson fan, even as an adult, than I was as a kid.
How old was Percy Jackson in the book?
Huh?
How old? Was
he's in middle school, I believe, right?
So he's like,
for the first book, or
yeah. In the first book, I believe, because I think in the movie they changed it to where he's in high school.
Yeah, I was about to say. I think in the book he was like
12. He's 12 in the books.
Yeah, he's still okay. So he's still a kid in the book in the books, like middle school kid at least. So that's why I will give the trailer. It made him still be a kid.
No, yeah, that was the whole because that's supposed to be the whole idea for him is that like he's a kid that's, as they call them, half-bloods, like half-gods or things like that.
He's a mudblood.
But
going back to Harry Potter.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, man.
I mean, you're the one that wanted to move on, but you're the one that brings us back.
I know, I'm just saying that for...
Yeah, they are keeping him as
guilty as charged. Guilty as charged.
Yeah.
All right, so
I mean, I'm just looking forward just because like Disney always tries to go above like how the world they expect it to look like and everything. So yeah, I'm kind of looking forward just to see like the idea of what they're doing in the behind or like just how the world looks from.
oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
One thing I will say, I hope it's better
Mhm.
than that shit show that was Artemis Fowl. So yeah,
Mm,
yeah, you can defend that movie all you want. I'm gonna say 100% you're wrong. The whole
never
time,
seen it.
yeah, don't, just don't. It was one of the
Hmm.
biggest disappointments I've ever seen in my life. But that's another story altogether. Watch our interview with the girl who created Manos Returns. Atomic, I forgot her name. Anyway, we got a caller coming in here, Prince Goldfish, joining us. Oh crap, I forgot to this whole time I forgot to take Jablonski off the
Whoopsie.
This is the whole time this poster has been in front of you. I apologize. Then again, you weren't really showing anything off. You were just
I'm
trying
Mike Wazowski.
to. Mike Wazowski. Let's begin in here. All right, we got Prince Goldfish joining us tonight. Welcome, Prince Goldfish.
There we go.
Yes,
How is everyone tonight?
we're good. We were just talking about the
Oh,
Percy Jackson and the Olympians Disney Plus series trailer. What was your thoughts?
Mm,
What was your thoughts?
um, as a person who grew up on the original movies, I'm kind of having a hard time adjusting to the new cast.
Yeah, but that's the movies though. The movies are a whole different thing from the book, and this is supposed to be following the book.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Um, I got something to really trigger your nostalgia senses.
Mm.
What?
Hold on.
Oh god, he's got. What is it?
Oh, nice.
What is it? Oh, it's
Ah.
Yellow Ranger.
The outfit.
Nice,
Dino
Yellow
Thunder.
Ranger from Dino Thunder.
nice.
Nice.
Blonsky's.
One of the best series Disney produced from the Disney Power Ranger era. Yes.
Have you not seen SPD or
I
RPM?
did. I did see SPD,
Prince Goldfish, you're
but
going into a territory you might not. You might want to get out. It's too late. You're already in it. It's Jablonski.
I did see SPD. And when I was younger, I did visit Disney World when they owned the Power Rangers. I did get my picture taken with the Power Rangers.
Lucky.
Um, it was for a kid when you're a kid with autism going up in that time period. Power Rangers is the one of the best series.
Risen with autism.
But
But no, watch RPM, dude. It is leagues better.
I,
Yes, Dino Fury. Yes, Dino Thunder has Jason David Frank back. Yes, he is a
rest
good.
in
He is a good.
peace.
He is a good. He is a good mentor figure. But at the same
Funny
time,
enough,
RPM's amazing.
me and my friend were doing a special YouTube podcast for Halloween, and he did get the Dino Thunder Black costume.
You lucky bastard.
Easy cosplay, Evan. They have all the Power Ranger costumes. They have the helmets. They have the weapons. They have even the Japanese exclusive costumes.
That's pretty cool. I actually should.
So
I don't even have any of the Power Ranger helmets. I really should look into the original Mighty
Mm.
Morphin.
Yeah, they got Lightning Collection. So
Cool.
I'll be right back.
I loved Dino Thunder for me was special because me and my dad, that's the one my dad introduced me to was Dino Thunder. So Dino Thunder has a special thing to me. And Evan, I did find one of my favorite Disney DVDs at a thrift store yesterday, and you actually may remember this. You may or may not. Pooh's Heffalump Halloween movie.
The what?
Pooh's Heffalump Halloween movie. So I'll explain why it has a special connection to me.
Okay.
When I was a kid, I had dystonia. Like, my doctor prescribed me a pill and shut my entire body down. And my teacher brought in this Winnie the Pooh movie for me. And this is a lost piece of media. Nothing has it. So when I saw it at the thrift store, I was oh my gosh. So, no, Evan, the helmets on Easy Cosplay, they're 3D printed. So they're a little expensive, like $230, but they
For
are.
what ones?
They have all the Power Ranger helmets, like even the
I mean,
Japanese
like where?
exclusive ones.
Where?
The website is called Easy Cosplay.
No, I do not trust that one.
Yeah,
I
I was
did.
about
You're
to
better
say.
off. That looked okay.
No, some of their stuff
How
is
much did you pay
okay,
for that, by
but
chance? How much did you pay for that?
It was on sale, so I paid $125 for it total, and it was
That
on
looks like a.
sale.
Hey, that does not look like a 125.
It's because my sizing. I had to get a different sizing, so
Even
they had to
then,
get. I'm a 3X, so they had to do a different sort of material for me. My friends is cloth. Mine is more like a raincoat material because of my sizing. They do it based on sizing.
I wouldn't pay that much for something like that, though.
Well,
That's
I
like
had to get.
something that's like $50.
Well, once again, material is different for sizing. My friend's Dino Thunder costume, once again, my sizing. So it's actually two different pieces. My costume is two pieces because of my size, my weight.
He said
My
pieces.
friends is one bodysuit.
Okay, so let's see, where'd I go? So they
And
got a still waiting collection. There it is. Go up. Pulse.
they have all
So
the
there,
costumes from every single series. My next one I'm going after is Ninja Storm Blue.
you're literally better off getting just getting the Lightning Collection helmets. Like,
Anyway,
I'm on the Hasbro Pulse site right now.
anyway.
The most expensive one is Lord Zed's, which is $132.
Oh my God, as a helmet collector, that's good.
They also got I
For,
think these are re-releases
for
of the
comparison's
White
sake,
Ranger.
my Darth Vader series black thing, which is also a Hasbro product, it was worth 140.
The helmet and they got the red one. They sold out of the blue one, and I think they got a yellow one floating around.
Here's the
Those
thing.
ones are those are $80.
Hasbro does more of the popular Rangers. Like, of course, they're going to have, like, the Mighty Morphin series. Easy Cosplay goes into the Japanese side of the series as well. And those are going to be harder to find costumes. Like, I'm hoping one day they'll do
Not really.
the
I don't think it would
train
be that hard
power.
to find.
Okay,
In Japan, there's a train Power Ranger team.
I apologize.
And I'm hoping one
Yeah.
day.
I have to cut you off right here, Prince Golden. So
Okay.
we have to move on to our next trailer. Thanks for joining us. Your Power
Okay.
Ranger outfit looks great.
Thank you.
Yep. It's always Morphin time here in the Ants stream. Like, he was in a fight, he was never gonna win. Anyway, but
Oh yeah, no, he wasn't.
let's move on to the next one here.
Mhm.
The next one that everybody is really loving is Squid Game: The Challenge.
When when art reflects reality.
I think my favorite comment is, isn't it? It's so cool to see Netflix make a show that does exactly the opposite of the message that the show was trying to convey. Like
Is that is? I feel like that's half their motto sometimes.
sadly, yes. I'm like looking at some like, dude, I haven't even seen Squid Games and I find this disappointing. Second of all, didn't Mr. Beast do this?
Well, he did like his own version of it, yeah. But basically, yeah.
I'm gonna say, yeah, like, people are waiting for season 2. It's been confirmed. And what do we get? I know this was like previously announced. If you guys don't know what this is, essentially they're making a game show out of the Squid Games.
No, yeah, I've seen the series.
The Squid Game's the challenge. Is it out yet or?
No, no, I've seen the actual show, and I know what that from the actual trailer. Yeah, that's not that hard to figure out. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know. I'm just
I'm
saying.
sorry.
Like when people's like, I got this from comicbook.com. It says Squid Game's trailer. I'm like, actually no. It's since it's like the topic is like indented. It goes like Squid Game's dot 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 trailer. I'm like, oh, they're announcing season 2. What do they got? I'm actually curious. So I look there and I'm seeing Squid Game's the challenge. I'm like, congratulations. It's like Squid Games meets Double Dare, only not as messy, or maybe it might be. I don't know what. Oh my god.
I mean if they wanted to make it like the actual series, oh man, it would be so interesting to see people die.
Now
Dear
I'm just
Lord.
thinking of now I'm
Yeah.
just thinking of not was it? Oh, Dead Man Wonderland.
Well, yeah. Well,
No.
in that one,
Yeah.
that's a
No.
legit where they have to fight each other.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Well, fucking. I have. Okay. I think I've been this before. I hate that anime. I think it was incredibly flawed. If you want to talk about things that don't make sense, I got a question for you about Dead Man Wonderland. Okay. Why does it take place in a theme park?
because it's meant to be as an entertainment show, I
Here's the thing.
believe.
Here's the thing. When heard the premise of this. I'm like, okay, I work at a theme park. I can understand it being hard and torturous. It's hard to explain from that point of view. But then what do? I see the anime. I'm like, okay, they have that cool death race in the theme park. What are they gonna do next? It's an underground gambling ring. I'm like, okay, what was the point of the theme park then?
Evan, it's just the theme of it, and like
I
again,
think it's
it's
more
meant to
supposed to be
just
an allegory.
yeah, it's just meant to be again, as you said, teeterous and almost bloody.
The only thing I liked about that anime was I like how after every episode, when you think things are getting good, something bad happens. Like,
Mm.
but yeah, but that's another story altogether. Like the Squid Game. Like, are you gonna watch this? I don't know whether or not it's gonna be good or not. I frankly don't care. But like, I need to know since I know you two have seen it. I knew Kuma already saw it, but I don't know if Jablonski saw it. I need to
What?
know. Like, are you guys gonna check this out?
Right. I
Probably
mean,
not.
I don't, not really, because again, what made the actual series interesting is because people actually died and to try and compete and everything.
Yeah,
Now, if they did that on this,
not
oh man,
not
that
to.
would be fucked up and very interesting.
I know. I know, like, and heck, the original Squid Games, it's centered around themes of capitalism, desire, greed, and everything like that. And how people can choose greed over like death or something like that, like having to risk everything like that. This game show is like trying to try.
It,
It's like,
I feel like since you haven't seen it, I feel like you shouldn't be talking about it.
yeah, I know. Yeah, I
I'm
know.
sorry.
Bear in mind, I'm going off of what I've been told.
Yeah, yeah,
Hey, if it pissed off
yeah. I'm
everybody in
sorry.
China, I'm fine with it.
I'm sorry, but well, that's just like the satire of it, basically, because like the only reason for why people were playing in it is because they were either kidnapped or like
Well,
asked to do a little game
yeah,
for it, kind of
I
thing.
did see the
Where
first. I did see the first episode. If I'm not mistaken, they like get the offer and they do choose to go or not, but they don't give much context.
yeah, pretty much, and it is like people are kind of just saying that the whole idea with the different color in the envelopes is like, oh, if you were to choose this one, you're a player. If you were to choose this one, you're a like an enforcer or whatever they call them, the ones that killed them.
Yeah, or there's also like the that one
No,
episode they have
no.
the option of leaving.
Well, that yeah, well, that's just all of them in general. That's not the choice of like the envelopes. I mean, though.
Oh,
Yeah, the envelopes is like again like their choice of like what they pick in the beginning.
hmm.
But yeah, I don't know if that's true or not. That's just like
Yeah.
a theory that I've seen that people have told on. I'm just like, oh, that could be plausible.
We're just waiting for.
But yeah, each person that's supposed to be playing is there because they either have like a huge amount of debt or they're there because personal reasons or a personal gain, but it's usually just because like they have some sort of debt in general, I believe.
Hmm. I feel
If
like
if it was something like that, it'd be kind of interesting. But I just believe it's just going to be people going, "Oh, I'm here because I want to get money and play the game or something like
hmm.
that."
That's the that's the thing. Like one of the things that's interesting is that like if you actually want to see an abridged version of it, watch Vive Revire's video Squid Games but really fast. I love his that series he does. As he
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, she
yeah. I
does good
guess,
work.
yeah.
She does good work. Please excuse me, wrong pronoun. But yeah, we'll see what happens there.
I just like the whole premise from like it's supposed to be certain difficult games. So in the actual series, the games that they play are supposed to be like actual games that kids in Japan, Japan actually play,
Plan.
or in China actually played. Uh, yeah, China. Sorry, but yeah, in China, so like each like game that they do in the series is just like a whole theme to it, and everything is like, oh, this is a game I played when I was a child, or this is something I did when I was a kid. Like, yeah, it was a thing like that.
Yep, I ironically used to play red light, green light with my friends that same way. That wasn't a
With a
joke. That
gun.
was the time my friends actually discovered airsoft guns.
Mm,
We had like 10
interesting.
people, and like we would play with like red light, green light, and anybody who moved, they get shot in the leg with an airsoft gun.
Okay, I'm sorry to say, but damn,
I know, right?
y'all
We were
y'all didn't
really
like
dumb
each other.
kids. We
Y'all,
were really dumb
yeah,
kids.
or y'all just didn't like each other, I guess. Damn. Huh. I have a interesting pellet gun.
Oh, it wasn't a
Hey, don't
handgun.
move.
It was like a friggin' like automatic.
Well, same difference.
True.
Pellet gun, whatever. Like, don't move. If you move, I'm gonna shoot you. It's like, what the fuck? Yeah, hell
Well, when you
no.
put it that way.
Screw that.
Anyway, let's move on to the next thing.
Yeah,
Kuma, you
screw
brought
that.
you brought this one up. This week, the we talked about the remake of the upcoming Toxic Avenger movie. Or is it a
Mm,
series? I can't really remember too well.
I think it was gonna be a movie, I believe.
Hmm. As we know, we got Peter Dinklage, who is going to play the Avenger, which was
Mm,
an interesting casting choice.
I'll be right
They chose him over Toxie over playing Grumpy and Snow White, so I'm fine. So whatever. But like anyway, that's another story altogether.
don't make those kind of jokes. Don't do that.
Yeah, he was interested in that role, honestly. Anyway, let's move on to some of these set pictures. I have them in the ants chat here of some of the actors. Our first one
Oh
here,
yeah.
huh?
No, no, yeah, I see.
Uh,
I see them.
okay, the first one we got here is Elijah Wood as the character of Fritz Garbinger. Here, he's he
I
looks.
believe so.
I looked at this and I'm like, that's Elijah Wood. My God. Apparently,
Hmm.
I know he looks like the Penguin, doesn't he?
Yeah, that's literally like the first thing I saw when like I saw the article.
Like I saw that,
I
I'm
was
like,
like, I was really going like, is Tim Burton on this too?
granted, that'd be kind of awesome. I mean, like, but like, yeah, I'm looking at this. I'm like, Elijah Wood is really unrecognizable. And based on the article I said, they were trying to really try to make him look nothing like you would see him as. Like, this isn't the Lord of the Rings Elijah Wood that you see most of the time. This is freaking.
Yeah, yes, no one would ever dare to believe Elijah Wood ever would look like this.
And I like people that can do that. How they can transform into something like that. It's like Heath Ledger as the Joker.
No, yeah, but no, I just love that that was their goal though. Like that was legit their goal to make him look not like himself.
Or like Tom Hardy as. Okay, let's just face it. If anybody is playing a Batman villain, you're going to look unrecognizable, well, from the real person.
Well, well, for Bane, of course. Well, the if they went with the original version of Bane, he would be wearing a mask, so nobody would have been able to tell.
I mean, he kind of did in Dark Knight Rises. I like that movie. I don't care what anybody
Well,
says.
you can still see most of his face though. The only thing that he's covering is just his mouth and nose. You can get most people's identity from just like their cheekbones and like eyes.
Of course.
Yeah, that's why like most people don't recognize voices if they use like a voice modifier half the time.
Sadly, I
Like
couldn't
that's
recognize
usually
it.
the
Yeah, I can't recognize his voice, nor could I recognize anything he was saying when I saw that in the theaters.
yeah. That was don't think that was the whole point, but yeah,
Next up, we got Taylor Page as J. Doherty. Doherty? I can't pronounce his name.
yeah. I never could say it.
Yep.
How I was having a top mind, but
She looks like Ben Tennyson if he was a black woman. I like that's how what Cruiser
like,
came in on.
but I just love that's your only distinction just because of the jacket.
Yeah, sadly.
Like that's the only reason you made that similarity.
Cruiser, welcome to the show. We're talking about the upcoming Toxic Avenger remake behind the scenes shit that we were just looking at.
Spencer Wilding's in that movie.
Really? Who's he playing?
Probably Toxie.
No, he isn't.
No, no, he's not.
All I know is that from what I think he told me that he was in it
Let's have a look.
last
here.
time I met him.
Let's see what's here.
Yeah,
Is it
Peter
in
Dinklage is
remake?
going to be playing the Toxic Avenger.
Toxic Avenger. Yeah, we're looking at him. But yeah, let's move on to the next image here. It's Jacob Tremblay. I don't know who this is. I apologize. We got
Which one's that one?
he's the dude with the big white collared shirt, and like
Okay.
the big Scott Pilgrim.
Oh, Scott Pilgrim. I was literally going right here, going like, who got Michael Cera to go back in time?
When you were looking at that.
Yeah, when I looked through the article and I was like, okay, and then saw that one, I was like, I don't know who this is. They look like a very young Michael Cera.
Yeah, he's playing him friggin' getting it right here. He's playing Wade. Oh yeah, here it is.
Wade.
Spencer Wilding is playing the monster Garbinger. Cool. Now let's move on to the next one.
Is Cruiser's camera frozen on yours too?
Yeah. I'm gonna take a screenshot of him. How do you reenact that face?
Yeah, I thought it was just my side that had it frozen
Let
for
me
a
just get
second.
in here. You froze. Anyway, let's go on to the oh, he's gone. Anyway, moving on here. Let's move on to the next one here. We got Peter Dinklage himself. Why is he wearing a tutu? I'm not getting that.
You know that sounds about right, Peter Dinklage.
No, in the movie, the original character was wearing a tutu for some reason too. I don't think I ever actually found that out why. Because I remember the characters out like the I think they might be at a funeral or something like that. So that I was just questioning the coat. So I'm like, the coat's new, but I believe that's probably they're at like a wake or something.
Exactly. And yeah, he's playing Winston, as you know. We did already get that one image of him as the Avenger with him in the silhouette holding the mop. But yeah. And lastly, we got Kevin Bacon. Kevin Bacon is playing Bob Garbinger, who is Fritz's brother. He looks like the green. I don't know why. He just reminds me of the Green Goblin. Do you see it? Like kind of like when you look at it like briefly, he looks like friggin' Willem Dafoe as the Green Goblin.
I was gonna say he looks more like Willem Dafoe, not specifically the Green Goblin, but
I think it's because I only
Maybe he'll do a
associate.
little jig.
yeah, I was gonna say I feel like
No,
you're just associating.
that's a good observation. I could say that. I think it's because that's the character I usually associate him with the most. But yeah,
Yeah, I'm right here going like the Green Goblin is usually a
green. And
a
he's a
green
goblin.
faced goblin, a green faced goblin. I'm right here going like I
Maybe it's because he's
mean
holding
maybe
maybe it's because he's holding some sort of chemical or like what is that, a bong? I don't know.
I don't know. To me, I think it's probably just like a vial of something or like a beaker, a glass beaker.
He's somewhat of a scientist himself.
Yeah, because I think he probably plays the like the villain who's like is the guy that dumps all the toxic waste or the chemical waste.
Oh yeah, of course. So he looks pretty cool. I like his friggin' gold ass robe.
I know. I was gonna say like
I
his wannabe Hugh Hefner look.
I was about to say. He's like, yeah, he's the shiny. He's like a shiny Hugh Hefner if he was a Pokemon.
Jesus Christ.
But yeah, it's looking like it's coming together pretty good. I also got this shot here of this dude in the street. I don't know who this is. It didn't really give me a name, but
I don't know who that was either.
I don't even know what this is. It looks like something more from like an edgier version of the Joker movie rather than friggin'.
I was gonna say it looks like it'd be from Twisted Metal.
Yeah, that I was about. I was gonna say because there's the card.
I
in the
still gotta
background.
finish that show and do the Continental.
Hey, look.
I haven't watched it yet just because it's all on Peacock. I need to.
Anyway, what I was saying before is that was Peter Dinklage the voice or the suit actor, though?
He's the suit actor.
The
What? He's a midget.
dwarf.
Toxie's is 6 feet tall.
Well, apparently.
Yeah,
people
they're
like him.
redoing it.
But
We
yeah, Spencer
talked about
Wilding,
this before.
Spencer Wilding is playing Monster Garbinger.
Hmm.
But yeah, maybe it's just Toxic Avenger. I'm considering how weird the movie is. I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be surprised if he was a midge. So yeah,
Dwarf.
dwarf. Excuse me.
Brad Williams prefers midget. I think he's
That's
hilarious.
Brad Williams. Yes, that's Brad Williams, dude.
Yeah, and if he says I don't care, then I don't care.
Yeah, that's Brad Williams.
So what?
Stop sucking Brad Williams' dick.
It's too small.
Ah!
That's Brad Williams. It's not Peter Dinklage.
Never underestimate the badassery of Peter Dinklage.
He drinks whiskey and knows stuff.
Thank you.
Wine.
He's the whole
Why-
reason why Snow White the live action remake Snow White doesn't have little people.
We're not going to go into that right now. But the thing that's like that. The thing about Peter Dinklage is I like him in the first. You ever seen the first movie he was in? It was a movie called Living in Oblivion.
No.
Was that the comedy? No.
Yeah, it's a comedy.
No.
Essentially, it's
Okay, yeah.
like a series of events. These guys are trying to make a movie.
Oh.
And it's like showing the thing I like about it is because it shows literally everything that goes wrong on a movie set. The
I
skip.
think I only just seen clips of it. I don't think I've seen the whole movie.
It's a really good movie. I'd recommend it. It's the first movie Peter Dinklage was in, and he plays a character that he's confused of why he's even in it. He's like, why does it have to be a midget?
Why am I here?
You haven't seen it, it's a good movie. Check it out. I'll get a chance. Living in Oblivion.
I've been rewatching Dogma.
Oh my god, Dogma. I saw that movie once.
I just like it just again the whole play on it. And just because it also has a cool late great Alan Rickman.
Oh yeah. I'm as lethal as a Ken doll. One thing that I find really funny is that I don't know if you heard the story or not. Kevin, when Dogma came out, it was being protested up the butt.
Yeah, I talked about this too.
Where Kevin Smith was there.
Yep. Yeah, I believe I actually am the one that told you about it.
Actually, I learned of it in the DVD, honestly. Or maybe it was in the behind the scenes thing. My dad showed me it, and I know that for sure. Because I saw Dogma like way before I met you. But
I mean, like, I think I talked about it on stream though.
oh yeah, of course. I can imagine you did. Honestly, if I was Kevin, I'd probably do the same thing. If someone's protesting my shit, I'd totally be out there with a sign going like, fuck this guy. But the one thing I like about that story is the person next to him saw Kevin Smith's sign. He's like, dude, I think that's a little bit too. You can't use words like that. I'm like, what? He's like, what? We're protesting. What the heck is that about?
No, I'm just thinking of John Mulaney's The Worst Word skit.
And all his sign said was Dogma is dog shit. That's all it said.
It's written in like glitter and everything, which I thought was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, because he's it was a religious group too that was like protesting it.
I think in the DVD extras, there's like there's like an extra with an old woman like preaching to you or something like that.
I think, yeah.
It was in between selections. Like if you press like play or special features, some old lady will come and just go, "Sinner, how can you live with yourself?"
Dude, even the Book of Mormon took advantage of the Book of I'm sorry, even the Church and the Mormons took advantage of the Book of Mormon by advertising the book in the play rights. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, apparently I learned that recently. Apparently, when the Book of Mormon came out, the Mormon Church, they didn't have a problem with it, but what they did wasn't genius. They wrote in every play bill that was in Broadway, it said, "You've seen the play, now you can check out the book." Props to the Mormons.
Great advertisement.
Props to the Mormons. That's really good. Oh my god, it's gonna be kind of interesting.
I think that's a very common tag, though.
Maybe
I feel like that's yeah, I was about to say, I don't think that's like their idea for a tag. I'm not going, I feel like it would be more interesting.
Yeah.
But then again, it is just a book on being like, hey, I could have multiple wives and shit.
Yeah, it's funny. I mean, like my like I remember I was in film school, right? So we had our lead actor for our project that we were supposed to be filming like 2 days from there like quit on us. I'm like, what the fuck, man? We're trying. So my buddy's like, look, we'll just get my roommate to play this character. And I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, okay, fine. My expectations are low at this point, but fine. So I'm waiting for him outside on my car, and I'm like nervous as hell because I'm supposed to be directing this thing. I was chosen to be director. You can look it on my YouTube page. It's a short film called I Am Nerd. But yeah, while I'm there, these two women approach me. I'm like, you okay, man? I'm like, yeah, I'm just stressed out. She's like, oh, what's wrong? I'm like, I explained the situation. I explained the situation. He's like, oh, I'm sorry to hear that, I think there might be a way we can help. I'm like, really? He's finding a new actor. He's like, no. You see, my name is Sister Courtney, and this is my friend's sister thing. I'm like, oh, shit. I was too depressed to notice the books they were holding, and I'm like, oh, shit, as they're explaining the Church of Mormonism. I'm like...
Though, I'm kind of tilting my own hand here because... It's been a long time. They some geeky motherfuckers.
They gave me a card, and I'm like, and he's like, what do you think? And I'm like, I look at him dead in the eye. I'm gay. And like, they just piss off.
Jablonski, I was literally gonna joke about right here saying like, Jablonski, you've been a Mormon this whole time, huh?
No,
no wonder because
this was like in my early 20s. This was before I even met my fiance.
Now you mention it, Ned, that would make sense. He'd be religious. I mean, he looks like Ned Flanders.
Jablonski,
that's a Halloween costume for this year. Dress as Ned Flanders.
Then I would have to start a rock band.
Oh my god!
And have abs.
You know that band already broke up?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I heard.
I was about to say, didn't that band break up already?
I mean, like, I'm not that surprised. They had like one gimmick or like one shtick. That was it.
Yeah.
And within like less than 3 years, they made it onto The Simpsons. Like, there's your goal. What do you do now?
Honestly, I think they at least had a good run. They had some good music.
Name one song.
What? White Wine Spritzer.
Is that really a song of theirs?
Yeah. It's all the songs are based on like something Flanders related. Their signature song was White Wine Spritzer. That's really the only song I know by them. I haven't really heard the rest.
I was about to say they did have one. There is like one based off of his mustache, I believe.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Let's see. They have 44,000 listeners on Spotify, and let's see how many albums here. Only 2.
That's not too bad. Simple enough.
I mean, more than me, and you, and Jablonski, and even Evan.
Not the point.
Cruiser, how about this? I wanted to say something here. I know we all know it's a gimmick, right? We all can agree that was their gimmick. But maybe you should have you ever heard their music?
I've heard a few songs, but it was a long time ago.
That's a Hooked on Harmonics episode waiting to happen.
Perhaps, yeah.
Dude, go for it.
Oh, Evan, I was gonna make the joke about how you just said your friend's movie was I Am Nerd, right?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, when's the sequel coming out called We Are Nerd?
I
Bum,
was
bum, bum,
nerd.
bum.
Or what do you mean you still are nerd, man?
Maybe.
The name of this podcast.
I know. With that, speaking of which, we'll be right back, everybody. There we got as we prepare for Hooked on Harmonics. After that, we'll be going on to 2 minutes of controversy. Stand by. We'll be
I
right
was
back.
nerd.
What's going on, nation? This is the Console Cruiser, and this week we're going to look at the new album from Staind, Confessions of the Fallen. I gotta say, I was not expecting a new Staind record, and to my surprise, it's actually good. For those of who have been around as for some time, I've said a few things about them, and that their biggest problem was that they laid it on too thick. In this context, meaning like instead of they would flat out say it was my mother or my father that hurt me or abused me, whatever. Rather than hiding it under a bunch of poetic licenses, like metaphors. However, with this one, they seem to have actually taken that into account. They do use a lot of poetic licenses and do actually use metaphors to talk about emotional subjects. And it has more of a modern feel. There's like perhaps like maybe a hint of digital effects in there, but not a whole lot. But the rather interesting thing is that there's a Breaking Benjamin feel to it, which is actually a pretty good call. I mean, because they were doing the whole gloomy shtick before BB was. So, and the record's pretty short too. It's only 35 minutes. So, because of this, I just say start with the very first song, which in this case, my phone is not working. I cannot look it up. Dear God. Okay, Lowest in Me. So start with that song and work your way down. And you'll probably will probably be just as surprised as I am. To give one example without spoiling too many things, I did not know Aaron Lewis could scream like that. This has been Hooked on Harmonics.
All right, thank you, Concert Cruiser. Now that since we're not going to be on these next 2 weeks, I'm also going to give you 2 minutes of controversy. So stand by for that. Showa.
Welcome to 2 Minutes of Controversy with me. So, just recently, and this past week, Payday 3 finally released after years of teasing and updates and whatnot. Only for it to shit the bed. Now, the game itself is fine. However, because now it is an online-only game, servers have been crashing galore. Even with the early release, there's been nothing but problems when it comes to the matchmaking. Now, I get it. Day one of a game, you're going to have issues galore. You're going to have problems that are going to be out of your control for a little while. However, at the same time, though, too, these sort of things should have been expected. And it's to a point where, like me, I got mine on PlayStation. I cannot get my pre-order and my edition digital items due to this issue, which I think irritates a lot of people that are such anyone that went over Silver Edition. We're none too pleased with this because we can't access our in-game content that we were promised, at least until October 5th, according to them. Hopefully it's sooner. Fingers crossed. But yeah, this is honestly really not good. And I hope this gets fixed really, really quick. And yeah, so make of it as you will. This has been 2 minutes of controversy with me. And
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode, another talk about that. So, let's talk about other stuff that's happened here.
Yeah, I watched a new show on Netflix called Wrestlers, kind of a docu-series about a small independent promotional wrestling league called OVW, Ohio Valley Wrestling, that is owned or maybe co-owned by a former WWE superstar named Al Snow, who was a hardcore legend. He put on some brutal matches, but his one gimmick he was always known for is playing this mentally psycho patient guy who would carry around this mannequin head, and he literally like kind of wave it in the air like this. And when his entrance music starts, it goes, "What does everybody want?" And the entire crowd screams, "Head!" But that aside, it was rather interesting seeing how much it takes to put on a pretend fight, basically. Just like all the drama and the bullshit that goes on backstage between wrestlers, between bookers, between producers. It's like, dear God, what's the point at this if this is what you have to go through? But
I was gonna say, I thought like most of that was just like on par with like the cheesy soap opera acting kind of stuff as well too. Like just where like it's fake, but you're just rather going like, oh my God, she's sleeping with her. She's been sleeping with him the whole time. Like, like the drama is just them like doing the whole show and everything. But no, I get the idea that it has to like somewhat be organized or planned. But
and it was interesting seeing how much of their own lives they put into it. Because there was this mother-daughter team that were wrestling in this league, and they actually had a match against each other. And sure enough, they actually were butting heads in real life, and they wrote that into the show. And they did a hardcore match where both of them got body slammed on a pile of thumbtacks. Ouch.
I've seen worse. I've seen someone be thrown on Legos.
Yeah. No, what's worse is D-Force.
Oh, that's illegal in all states.
Avoiding the jarts. Are jarts illegal? I forget.
What's a jart?
It's like a oh my God, jarts were this toy, right? They're like lawn darts.
Okay.
Pretty much that. Yeah, they were like giant darts that you throw, and you have to like throw them in rings on a lawn.
What made them illegal?
Not illegal. Maybe I used the word illegal too strong. Please excuse me. They're a banned toy because obviously.
Yeah, I was gonna say those just sound like ordinary lawn darts.
Yeah, apparently you're not. But yeah, the brand was called Jarts, but apparently because of of someone getting killed, all lawn darts are not allowed to be manufactured.
Well, yeah, just because like the idea for actual lawn darts was, throwing a literal metal dart in the air and then hopefully getting out of the damn way of it.
Right. Yeah, people were weird. This was a time when the orange tips weren't on guns, toy guns.
And I think that was one of the reasons why
I choked there for a second. Excuse me.
And I think that's one of the reasons why LJN went out of business.
Yes, it is. No one watched that movie. I don't know why anybody cared.
LJN, like in the later years during AVGN, actually had some defenders come out. There was this one YouTuber who disappeared off the face of the earth who called himself the LJN Defender, and then went on to create this show called Innocent Until Proven Guilty.
Oh where my God, I remember he got controversy on his Ride to Hell Retribution defense.
I don't think he ever did that game.
No, he did. He did there and said the game makes me laugh, and everybody's like, really? Like I got a chance to play it with Higgins one time, and everybody said it's a good game to play for a good laugh. No, it is not. It's unplayable.
He's not the only one who's made that argument, though. There was Rerez who said the exact same thing.
Yeah.
I mean, he used to do the show called The Positives, where he tries to find positive things to say about bad games, and he would only do 4. But when it came time to do Right to Hell Retribution, he goes like, guys, and we have a 5th one that we want to bring out. We swear to God, we were not going to bring this out. We were going to use this one until we found something special. And here it is, the 5th positive. You can use it as a coaster.
This game doesn't deserve a part of my collection, but it might make a good coaster for my drink. Not every day I bring out an Esperoba quote. Come on.
So there are some people who have given it the "so bad it's good" label.
Oh my
I mean,
God.
maybe not playing it. I mean, like playing it, yeah, probably miserable. But maybe
I'm
you're just
sorry.
watching
like,
it
when
on
I say it's so
YouTube.
bad, I'm like, no, this is a bad game. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. If anything, it's offensive. It's unplayable. It's broken. My God.
They probably meant if you're just like watching like footage of it on YouTube.
Oh no, I was
Like a let's play.
yeah, probably like that. I mean, like yeah, glitches can. There was occasional glitches that were funny, but I'm like, no, yeah, that's funny. But when a game's so bad it's good, it's usually playable in some way, but not most of the time. But you can at least still control. I mean, look at big rigs, right? You can at least control the car.
Truck, but
Shut up, Dad. I can imagine that Cruiser looks at me and goes like, son?
Yes, my child.
Mhm.
Let's see.
What is the
Hey,
worst
kitty.
game you ever played, Cruiser? I want to know.
Okay, yeah, the worst game I ever played. I did play Atari's ET, but I didn't really think it was that bad. It was just hard.
Oh yeah, Catacrys defends that a lot. The only reason I don't like it is because the game glitches on me all the time.
But I would have to say, just going off of the top of my head here, Sonic Riders. Because even when I was playing Sonic 06, I still had a drive to want to beat that game, which I did. But Sonic Riders, I could not get far at all in this thing.
Okay, what about,
So I just sold it.
how much did it sell for?
I don't remember, dude. I was living in New York at the time.
That's fair enough. What about you, Kuma? What about you? What would you say the worst game you ever played was?
Damn, quite a few actually. I want to say it's a simulator game. I'm trying to remember. Hold on. Let me look it up. I think it might still be on my Steam. I believe so. Do, 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 do. Damn. Nope. I don't think it was. Okay, I don't think it was on my Steam. It might have been on my Xbox then. I'm trying to remember because I've played quite a few, but the only thing I can just remember about some games is just mostly glitches. Just
yeah.
because I played. Then again, these were all early games, where playing them on again the early consoles of either the first PlayStation or even a PlayStation 2. So it was okay, but yeah, just still again just glitches every now and then.
All right, Jablonski, what about you?
I can't really think of any.
That's not a game.
No,
Yeah,
I really
it was
can't
released on
think
Sega
of it.
Dreamcast.
I really can't think of a game. That's the worst game ever made. It's just a guy who just really saying I couldn't think of a game, and you just press play. It's just a black screen. That's some Net Your Rose shit right there. Points if you got that reference.
Okay, then have you ever lied to yourself about a game? You try to convince yourself it was good, but then you realize, no, who am I kidding? It's bad.
Yikes.
For me, there's two. The first was that Walking Dead game that came out for the PS3, because I was like, me and like every other Walking Dead fan was so looking forward to this thing, but it was just a cheap cash grab. But I still tried telling myself like, oh, it's still fun, it's still cool. Oh, who am I kidding? It's not.
You're like Master Shake eating the sand. Oh my god.
Yeah, like, oh, this sucks. The other was Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City.
Yep. That was the
because
wasn't it?
No, it was the first-person shooter. It was basically like a run 'em and gun 'em game.
Oh, was it that one that was on the PlayStation that the AVGN did?
No, it was like you were literally playing for Umbrella, and you could play like one of 3 different characters. You were going through the city trying to, obviously destroy the zombies and also collect evidence. It sounds so cool, but then you play it and the hit detection's awful. There's not much of a story, and the climax wasn't that good.
Oh yeah. Like one of the things, like I remember I showed my girlfriend that one AVGN Resident Evil he did. Hold on, what was it? Which one was it?
Survivor?
Yeah, I showed that to my girlfriend, who is the ultimate Resident Evil fan I can think of, and I showed her that, and it showed the twist where he remembers Leon, and she's like, "What?"
Did you ever show her the Resident Evil game that was on the Game Boy?
Resident Evil Gaiden?
Yeah.
I think I did, but honestly, I don't really think there was anything to write home about it. It's Resident Evil on Game Boy. What were you expecting?
I gotta give them credit. It is ambitious, especially what they did to for the when it came time to shoot a zombie. I like the rail shooting idea, but yeah, it just didn't translate well. Just like when they tried putting Grand Theft Auto on Game Boy Color. Ambitious, but just didn't translate well.
Was it the original?
I don't remember. All I know is that there was a GTA game for the Game Boy Color.
One that I kind of somewhat had a bit of hope for was the Avengers game that came out on the PlayStation. But yeah, it was just bogged down by just like paid for customization kind of shit like that, and like didn't really. It was like repetitive missions, even like just to upgrade heroes and everything like that. And one of the things I believe that you could only, if you only got it on the PlayStation, you would get Spider-Man. But if you got it like on any other system, you didn't get it. You didn't get them. So that was like another big thing.
Definitely, definitely, I agree on that one there. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you hear that, guys? That was the bell. Well, they didn't hear it, but I did. But you know what that means? It's been a long time, so it's time to play our favorite game, Top 5 Wheel. So this is a wheel where you hit something and someone has 1 minute to answer their top 5 things. I would have rather had 30 seconds, but why not? Let's begin now. Begin now. Tonight's contestant is... I really got to get a segment stinger for this.
Yeah, you do.
It's the Concert Cruiser.
Oh, fuck you!
Yeah, let's do that here. Concert Cruiser, user in 1 minute. Let me just get you in the host thing here real quick. Right. In 1 measly minute, you must answer me your top 5 favorite replacements. Ready, set. I have to get the countdown out. Top 5 replacements, go.
Replacements of what? You didn't say.
Just go. Replacements, just go.
Incubus, Sublime, Queen, Saliva, and Snot. Those are all bands who had replacement members.
Bravo. Bravo indeed. I'll take it. Congratulations, you win diddly squat. Thank you, random word generator, for the word replacements. I appreciate that very much.
Like the cartoon? Is that what we're talking about?
That's the object. Shut up and answer it. Anyway, but as I was saying, they're like one game for me that I thought was gonna be good. It's kind of hard to say. It's like I look at games back then. I never really had one that I was looking forward to the most, but like I looked back at stuff after playing it after so many years. You know what I'm talking about? And I guess mine will be Spyro's Season of the Dragonfly.
Okay.
I saw that and I'm like, I wonder what this game was like. I played it again, I'm like, okay, this is actually kind of boring.
Hey guys, something weird's happening with my computer. I don't know exactly. Shit.
I think something weird happened to his computer.
I guess so.
And he's gone.
In the arms of Jablonski's gone. In the arms of an angel, he is gone. He is gone.
Yeah, South Park.
I will give you $50 to serenade your girlfriend.
I love the arms of.
I loved how what South Park did too. The woman who made that song, Sarah McLachlan, she's like, "Hi, I'm Sarah McLachlan, and I was famous for 2 months."
For 2 months, goddamn, no, people still know that damn song.
Yeah,
because of those damn puppy dog eyes and the kitten.
Yeah,
let's admit it. They got us. Yep, they got us.
You can put it over this calendar here, and it would work.
In the arms of a tiger.
Yeah, eyes of a tiger. Second of all, this isn't even a tiger.
And we got a copyright strike.
Cruiser's voice is just too accurate.
No, we just can't actually sing any of the actual songs.
What the hell is going on with this panda in this calendar? Look at this panda.
He looks depressed.
I know, right?
I was gonna say I feel like that one's just photoshopped. Or like that's just, they got it. They just got it. They tranquilized that motherfucker.
Oh my god. Hey, he's back.
They do that.
Resurrect.
Hey, it's that one ass.
Okay. Sounds simple.
I
We're
thought
on
that was
Bernardi International.
Wow, he really is that one asshole. What the
Get in, get the loot, and get out.
Oh, that is perfect. That is perfect.
What is this?
Payday?
Yep.
I was about to say, is this like our equivalent of the Max Headroom hackening?
It's Payday.
After that, we go after the cruiser.
Of course, we go after me.
Well, I don't know. How many people are already after you,
The
Cruiser?
hardest one is going to be a man called the Kuma. He's big, he's strong, but thankfully he gets higher on.
Oh wow. I was really about to say, which roles would we all be playing if we all had it? Damn, I was gonna say, even if we all had a PlayStation, I don't even know if we'd actually be able to play. Damn servers.
All right, well, let's do this.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, let's do what?
Oh, he's gone.
I thought so.
In the arms of...
Damn my ears.
So anyway, yes. Now you guys saw the article that I posted in our little staff chat about Ringo Starr.
Oh yeah, him paying like doing the half mess theater. I don't know. I mean,
this arena that he played in seats 11,000 people, and only 2,000 showed up.
Was there like a cap limit or anything like that?
A what?
Some theaters are you only allow a certain amount. Don't usually. What was the event?
It was a concert.
Yeah, but like was it?
Yeah,
like
it was a concert.
My question was like an event, like a concert that only a very select amount of people could go to, or was it just a general concert?
It was a general concert.
Hmm.
I mean, like, I get he's no Paul McCartney, but still, I mean, he's one of the Beatles. And only 2,000 people showed up?
Yeah.
I mean, was it expensive-ish? I mean, total together with service fees and parking, you're looking like at a $150 price tag.
Just imagine you're seeing one of the most influential artists of all time. I don't know. Like,
one of them.
Yeah.
Hey guys, what I missed? I managed to get my computer working again. So what I miss?
Someone came in wearing a payday mask. I have no idea who it was.
Yeah, me neither.
Weird.
Yeah,
Some
he was wearing
asshole.
some suit. Yeah.
He had a background eerily similar to yours.
Really?
Yeah,
Now?
he even had. Yeah, he also had that weird Tamagotchi thing that in the center screen that's up there.
That's always the thing
his reality
in
seems
this
to be
background.
fading into existence.
Something about stealing from Cruiser, I believe.
I'm not sure.
Something about sucking penis.
Speaking of Tamagotchis, those virtual pet things are making a comeback too.
Not surprised.
Oh yeah, they are.
They always. What is this? Like their fourth comeback now?
Probably.
But the thing that always surprises me is that during the later years of their lifespan, this especially happened with Gigapet, they added a pause feature, which was good because a lot of us were in school and could get these things taken away from us. And so now here we are at their what is it, 20th anniversary, and they didn't include that feature. Like, are you kidding me? Like, I'm looking at yeah, like I'm looking in the comments section, like, this is so cool, but I'm an adult. I need a pause feature.
I mean, if you don't, what do you get? What do you get like Tamagotchi on the Game Boy?
There's also, let's see, there's Pac-Man Tamagotchi, there's R2-D2 Tamagotchi, there's Kingdom Hearts Tamagotchi.
There was a Kingdom Hearts Tamagotchi?
Yep.
I know there was like kind of like a virtual pet thing that was on the Dream Drop Distance game, but I don't remember.
I think that was a one. No, wait, no, it could be something else.
I got a so when I got Payday 3, I splurged on myself because the collector's edition was dirt ass cheap. It was like $140. It was $140 after tax.
Okay, I bet.
Yeah, that's how much I got that helmet for.
But
yeah,
it came with huh?
No, I'm just right here going like, what all came with that helmet though? I forgot. Did it also come with a modifier?
No, it didn't. Unfortunately, it didn't.
So
Cat is mewing at them.
It did.
I think it's because of how big it is. It also comes in like 3 parts with more. Each one has like a different significant sound effect.
So I wanted to actually show off some of the stuff in here. The box that it came in is buried, but it's actually a really nice looking box.
All right, let me just put you in full screen then, so that way you can take over the stream as usual. Here, I'm gonna go and
sit here always do.
I'm gonna go sit here and do my face.
Take over.
So included, I got like 5 sheets of stickers.
Ooh.
Stickers. Ooh, nice.
Little collector's club thing.
This
letter.
Ooh.
All it's in there is like a thank you note saying thanks for buying.
You got accepted into Super Smash Brothers.
I know, right?
Jablonski jubs on.
These are actually really cool. They are playing cards.
Ooh, nice.
Now let me show you the
Payday guys.
There we go.
Oh,
cool.
Oh, yep. Sweet.
Nice. Sweet is a different character.
Is that paper?
And these
plastic?
are actually, huh?
Is that paper or plastic?
Paper.
Nice.
And it's they're black and gold.
Cool.
Ooh, sweet.
Nice.
Now the big ticket item And one of the reasons why I got the damn thing to begin with.
Oh my god, it was him!
Oh, that was you! Oh my god.
Did you hear that, Cruiser?
Who said it was me?
Jablonski
Who said it was
wants,
me?
Jablonski wants to suck your dick, Cruiser.
All right.
I don't even know what the hell you're talking about. I'm just showing off this cool mask I got from the collector's edition.
Really?
Yeah.
What was that stuff he was talking about? Hexing rituals.
Personally, I would actually prefer like if they sent like a blank one for you to like customize yourself.
Yeah, you know,
I'm sure people would have already done it themselves
pretty
much.
by now anyway. But
It's like-
also, it actually is wearable.
yeah, I can imagine it
Nice.
would be. I don't know.
Oh, that's
If
pretty
you
sweet.
get a mask in the mail and it's not wearable, it's kind of like saying a lot. Come on.
I know. That was like my biggest concern with it. Like, is this thing wearable? And a bunch
Yeah.
of
No,
like, yeah,
Jablonski,
it's wearable.
they're gonna send you a mask just so you can put it on your dresser and let it collect dust. The fuck would do that? That.
I mean, like now I actually have a cosplay that I can use.
Nice, yeah. You and several other people that ordered that. You're all gonna wear this. You're all gonna wear the same outfit and look weird because y'all didn't plan it. I'm just
Well,
kidding.
someone is gonna have to change.
Wait, hold on a second. I gotta look that up there. Payday mask. Wow, that's amazing. I can just go online.
It also came with it also came with code cards for
Wow.
digital content that I can't use right now.
Oh, nice.
What mask is that?
The collector mask.
Is that like the collector mask? Payday collector mask?
Yeah.
Yeah, that came with the game.
Oh,
Yeah, came with the collector's edition.
let's see there.
And then one part when let's see, where's my calendar? So we're coming back on the 15th, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll have another collector's edition to show off.
Ooh,
Assassin's Creed Mirage.
Merch.
nice.
Merch.
I cannot.
Those things
wait.
went quick, and I'm like, I'm glad I got it. Where'd Gucci
Oh, I
go?
bet.
Can you believe that?
Someone getting at them.
You know, it's kind of interesting that friggin' next stream is gonna be our 199th stream.
Yeah.
Nice.
I still have no idea what we're gonna do for 200.
Guacamole. Oh,
Wakakuma.
we can play Boulder's Gate.
I was gonna say we should just. One of my ideas was I was gonna look at the original stream we did and see if we can reenact it word for word.
No.
Hell no.
Oh yeah,
No.
I can't watch that anymore. I'm like this stream quality looks fucking stupid.
I want to keep it original.
Yep.
No doors.
No remakes. Cruiser's gone.
Yeah.
You're just noticing this.
What the frick? Yeah, I apologize. I was on the other monitor
It
there.
was kidnapped.
Cruiser is gone. Cat tripped on the cord. BRB.
We could do we could do what Jablonski did or said and do like our own riff tracks or something.
Oh yeah, we could totally riff something.
Hmm.
Like there's one episode I want to do one day, and it's just called rehearsal. I want the entire episode to be us just pretending to rehearse the entire stream.
Yeah.
We'll hire like someone to be our fake director. It's like I'm like, I thought this thing really this forest setting me kind of like too green. And then Kuma's like, how mad should I be at this? Are we talking about like stupid mad or like stuff?
So which headband did I not wear this time?
It's like your Kuma. What am I saying this for real? Because I kind of agree with what he's saying, but you want me to say this in like the Kuma way or like the nonchalant tripped ass Kuma way?
Should I pretend not to be high for this, or should I actually smoke this time? Yeah.
It's like I need
Sure,
some motivation here. I actually kind of agree with that observation. Like this whole time, every time you've gotten mad at me has just been fake.
Just right here going like, so I'm out. I'm out.
I'm out of
Oh.
pixie dust. Cruiser just comes in. He's
like,
like, Cruiser, you're a minute early. Go, start over.
just like pretend to like talk to someone that's on the side, just like I don't know what the fuck to do.
If so, I
I,
want
I
to.
can't.
I want to do
I
it.
can't improv.
Exactly. I want to do like a fake skit that I got from Space Ghost Coast to Coast. It was called Ask the Big Banana, where it's just me, someone in the middle of the street in a banana costume that's on backwards, and it just approach someone around who's like, "Hi, I'm the Big Banana. You can ask me anything. Where's your face? Where's my face? I'm a banana. I don't have face.
No, well, who has more power, the big banana or the big cheese?
The Big Banana.
Who is the big cheese though? Who's the boss?
You gotta ask the man for that one.
You mean God?
No.
Technically, God would be the big cheese. Oh, look, he's back. Dude, this is dude. People disappearing off the stream over and over. This is starting to remind me of that one time stream we did at Mystery Me Brony Theater when it was called Hurricane Ermagerd. We did a game. It was me, Cruiser, Jason, and our old friend Jackie Paint, where we were on streaming during the hurricane, and the object was to see who would last the longest. Waiting for it was the scariest shit ever. Whenever someone got out, it was because they lost power. Cruiser was the first one to go, but he cheated by going on his phone. I know, you were on for like 2 hours, and I'm like, Cruiser, aren't you wasting battery power on your phone? He's like, and you're like, oh shit. I'm like, you cut out. Jason was the second to go. No, Jackie. It was Jason that was the second one to go, and then Jackie got it. It was a 4-hour stream, and it was crazy. I like doing hurricane streams.
Too bad for the 200th episode. We can't like stream like for longer.
Who would watch?
I don't know. I mean, who's watching now?
Nobody.
I know who's watching.
Exactly.
I know who's watching. Jesus.
You wish.
Not even Jesus would watch us. Imagine we
the
just
millions, the millions of things that he chooses to watch us.
Imagine we just get a caller there. It's Jesus, and we go and it's like, "Are you the real Jesus Christ?" He's like, "Let me tell you one thing right now. Here I come on Twitch once a day just to watch my favorite VTubers, and then I just saw you guys, and I'm like, dude, what the heck are you talking about?" I'm like, I would totally watch this shit.
VTubers.
Because I'm fucking Jesus. We still have yet to achieve the one goal we've had on the stream since day one.
Hentai night.
No. Save that for Hentai night. If you're wondering, if anybody remembers this, we had one guest in particular that we want to interview on the stream. That was like the number one priority, and that was to do a live interview with Kermit the Frog. Not the actor, Kermit himself. An entire hour talking to Kermit the Frog. Or at least
I was gonna say, you mean the voice actor, right? Because I don't know the actor that's playing Kermit. Because damn, who's built like that? you do know Kermit's a puppet, right? I don't know who's acting like that, or who's auditioning for that part.
Hi ho, Kermit the Frog here.
Hello, Kermit the Frog here.
Kermit the Frog here.
Yep. Dude, that was
wait. Can you give me that again, Cruiser?
Hello.
Nah, it was Jablonski that was pulling off a good
Jablonski
one.
was the closest one.
Kermit the Frog here.
Yep.
Hi ho. I don't know.
Yeah, I got nothing.
There's been something I've been interested in recently. Now that Jablonski brought up masks, I've been interested in these like cyberpunk masks on Amazon. They're like these things. These single like circle hole. They're like Daft. The best way I can describe it is like Daft Punk-esque with like one like LED light circle on there.
No, yeah, I think I know what kind you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm thinking about getting one.
Mm.
Get one for my girlfriend with like the big hair, wire hair. That'd be
Yes.
sick.
You mean like the ones for the the EDM people usually wear?
Yeah, I haven't seen anybody on EDM wear them, but if they would do that, sometimes they have like projections of like
Usually,
sound bars.
I was gonna say it's usually like EDM or ravers sometimes that wear those. It's those specific ones.
Oh, the only ones I've you're not talking about like big name artists, right?
No,
Okay.
I mean the people that go see those people.
Okay, okay. I see ravers, right? Sorry, I keep getting this too confused.
I didn't say artists or anything. I said the ravers or EDM people. I didn't say
Mm.
anything.
I thought you were
I
talking
don't know
about like
where
the
you were getting.
artists. I was about to say if you're talking about the artists, I'm like I don't see a lot of EDM people do that. One for all I know, and that's friggin' Rez. But other than that, nobody else I can think of.
I didn't
A
say
lot of
anything related to them.
a lot of techno fans never really gave a shit about the artists. I mean, my sister was into that whole scene, and basically they just find a CD, scan it at a store, see if they like it, and then they would buy it. They didn't really care much about the artist.
No, yeah, because again, pretty much techno was all just. I'm not gonna lie, it was all just kind of like the same noise to me. Specifically techno. When it
Mm.
came to like dubstep, I kind of seen felt or heard some difference, but I will say it was still pretty much kind of like the same thing, but somewhat different. Techno to me all just sound like pretty much the same thing, all just like either at a lower or
Yeah,
higher volume at
I
times.
find it funny because my sister, I was talking to my mom one day. It was me, my mom, and my sister in one room, and we were talking music. And she's like, "What have you been listening to?" And I'm like, "I listen to a lot of like EDM, electro, house, that kind of stuff." There, and she's like, "What?" My sister's like, "He's listening to techno." I'm like, "Emma, those are like two different things." Like,
No, yeah, I no, yeah, that's all I could tell my mom because like I
I'm like,
can't be right here going like, yeah, I listen to synthwave and like the occasional EDM
here's my
along with
thing.
either
Like, you look at like
something like
old.
that.
For me, if you look at like old school electronic, like one of my favorite original old school pioneers of electronic music, Kraftwerk, that I liked how early electronic music was more experimental and not just repetitive and stuff like that. I do like seeing some artists experiment with it. Like I like the style that Rez uses, where it's like slow pace, like it has a slower tempo. It's more like making it.
Wasn't the
Hmm?
wasn't the first kind of wasn't the first techno thing like the theremin or no,
No, it,
that was a different thing. That was
the theremin is. It wasn't
how'd the
the.
theremin work again? I totally forgot. I
So
know
there's
it's
like,
like
you know what it looks like. It's like a
mag
there's a
was it?
box and there's like a
Yeah, it's like a box and like some like metal wire or tube or not or
there's like from what I remember,
some
there's like an electromagnetic field between the wire and like the
yeah.
box, and you can like mess with it. I've seen one in action. Action. I really want to try one. It makes you feel like I heard it makes you feel like a fucking
Yeah,
laser.
like as long as you have your hands within like this field of range or something like that, you
Yeah,
could just be like,
yeah. I saw like a punk band use one time. And Beach Boys use it a lot. But like yeah, I did watch a recent history of electronic music and how it evolves. Like electronic music goes all the way back to like the 1920s. I was surprised enough.
"Hmm,
I mean, the theremin was a thing. Like most of the stuff back then was like with electronic was more like Soviet era stuff. Like like one of the theremin was like done by a lot of like Soviet artists. Other times it was like random. I don't know how they produced the sound effect before the synthesizer was made. That's actually something I find interesting here. Have I ever brought? I apologize if I brought this up before. I brought you up the score for the original Tron movie, right?
I don't know."
Okay, you know how Daft Punk did the sequel to the Tron movie, right? With the soundtrack.
I haven't seen the second Tron movie or
Mm.
yeah.
Well, the point I was gonna say is like the person who did the score for the original one, Wendy Carlos, someone I really wish I could get on the stream if she didn't drop off the face of the earth. Um, I she was one of the people who helped Robert Moog develop the first Moog synthesizer, which I thought was really interesting. Name was
Moog.
yeah, that was a Moog. It was one of the first synthesizers to produce the first electronic hit, which was Popcorn. You know the song.
If you if you have a child, I want you to either name them that or have their middle name be Moog.
Well, I mean, Robert Moog what was his last name, but I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go Moog.
It was the first, like I said.
Mogo Mogo.
Actually, it makes me think of a nickname for that Mowgli.
Is that like a street name? Yo, Moog, what's up?
I think so. I feel like that's like. No, I don't think anybody ever called him that. Because I was about to say, I feel like Blue called him that, but I could be wrong.
No, he called him. I was gonna say Tiger.
Little
but no, that's
Britches.
Yeah, Little Britches. I was gonna say Tiger. I'm like, no, that was what he called friggin' Toulouse and the Aristocats. But it's funny because like the original Moog synthesizer was used to make the first electronic hit, which was Popcorn. You know the song.
Hmm.
You've heard it. It's impossible if you haven't heard Popcorn.
Everybody likes popcorn.
It's been covered by God knows who at this point.
It's the shorter list of who hasn't.
Yeah. My point is, what I'm trying to make here is I like old school electronic, like EDM stuff, because it was more experimental. Like I know a lot of stuff sounds the same with the beats and everything like that, but like back then it was like, what can we do with this? It's one of the reasons why I always listen to Kraftwerk whenever I'm doing work in the morning. So I like that experimental sound.
I just
Well, it's
listen to
all
whatever can keep
vibrations.
me awake.
It's all
At,
vibrations in the
like,
air.
4 something in the morning.
Yeah, I can't disagree with that. I mean, Cruiser, who's not a big fan of the genre, right? He's heard some stuff and he's liked some stuff, but you know.
Like what?
I showed you what did I show you? I've showed you some Kraftwerk. I've showed you some
Das Model.
Das Model, yeah. You said you like their
because Rammstein covered it. I mean,
yeah. I mean, you like you said their version was good, especially since they had an English version.
mm.
What else have I shown you? I've shown you some Dead Mouse. I've shown you some. I played Underground for you. I'm sorry, Underworld. I want to show you Rez's music. The best way I could describe it, it's like hypnotic dubstep.
Speaking of music, this motherfucker,
What?
freaking Cruiser.
Of course, it's him.
You'll
He
thank
decided
me
to show me.
later.
He decided to show me something that finally made me pull the trigger on buying something that I honestly really shouldn't have.
Just the tip.
Dude, you gotta learn how to resist Cruiser's persuasion. I did.
No, okay, so a lot of people know that I'm a huge fan of Ed Sheeran.
Okay,
This
yeah.
motherfucker tagged me in a video of his signing art cards, like hand signing art cards. It's like, oh, they're on pre-sale. I'm gonna be an owner of one of those ones. And also, so that way I can do the PayPal 4 for 4, the pay in 4. I also got the Christmas single CD that he did with Elton John.
Yeah, he because I've been showing him like these pre-sales of Ed Sheeran's albums that are where like it comes with a signed copy or a signed art card, and he's like, I'd want to, but I can't. Like I show him a vinyl, love to, but I can't. Show him this other website, love to, but I can't. Then I show him this video, and it shows him signing all of these things while he's on tour talking to the camera. There's literally someone off camera, pulling them in and pulling them out for him to sign. And he's like, fuck, and it's bye. Because now, like, he has video proof.
I was gonna, when you were bringing up bands there, I was gonna bring up some news I heard about Ozzy Osbourne, about how he's not he went through his recent neck surgery, and he went on.
This I heard.
Yeah, and he said I'm not doing any more surgeries. This is it.
Oof.
Well, I mean, we'll see how his body reacts then.
If he dies a third time forever, I mean, like, it's gonna be a sad day. But apparently, when I was looking that up, I got another article here that was posted that was posted today. Apparently,
okay,
there was a band that Ozzy wanted to join. So, according to this article, I'm just going to sum it up here. Ozzy Osbourne once asked Corey Taylor if he could be number 10 in Slipknot.
That's-
Sure, why not? I mean,
First of all,
Literally,
I
yeah.
mean,
why hasn't
anyone would be
Osborne
against that.
why hasn't Osborne collabed with Taylor or Slipknot? That's my question.
I mean, come on, Tom Kenny did.
Fuck. Cruiser, answer me this. Korn, they team up. They collab with everybody. People outside their genre. Why haven't they collabed with Osborne?
I don't know.
Oh,
I mean,
Post
shit,
Malone collabed with Osborne.
Exactly.
Yeah, Osborne collabed with everybody. He collabed with Miss Piggy, for God's sake.
This is true. He did.
Okay, to his fair if they got rid of the Miss Piggy noise, his rendition of Born to Be Wild was pretty cool.
I mean,
If you disagree, hey, it's better than his rendition of Staying Alive.
he. Oh, what was that one? Rob Zombie had him on a song called Ironhead. Fantastic song, by the way. Yeah, so why hasn't it happened? I have no idea.
Any collab will be better, so long as it's not the friggin' Who did he sing Winter Wonderland with? Fucking
Jessica Simpson.
Jessica Simpson and Ozzy Osbourne singing Winter Wonderland.
And his horrible auto-tuned voice.
Oh my god! I mean, his voice has always been auto-tuned a little bit, but yeah.
No, but this time it was egregious.
When he made the Christmas hoof rock, I was like begging him, please don't let me include that music video, please, I don't want to watch it again. And lo and behold, I'm like, fuck you.
Yeah, I mean, you got lucky, just like how I didn't sing Too Many Minorities at my water park when we went to. And the truth of the matter is that idea was running in my head at the time, the whole water park thing. But I didn't think Evan had heard the song.
I know, like even looking at it back then, I don't even get the joke. I'm like, are there really that many minorities in a water park? What the fuck?
It's Cartman, dude. That's the thing.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah,
much.
it is.
Do I think that's the case at all water parks? No, it's just Cartman.
I do like the one joke I thought I laughed at. I'm like, oh yeah, there's a guy there with his shirt on in the water. I'm like, okay, yeah.
Yeah, those are the people who have low self-esteem, just like me.
Yes.
So.
I mean, Grant. Yeah, I wear my shirt when I'm in the ocean, but then again, it's not because I have no low self-esteem. It's because I don't want I just don't want to wear. It's just freezing in the ocean.
I didn't even go in the ocean when I went to Daytona.
No one ever does.
No, my fiance and her and her dad and stepmom did, but I didn't. I took pictures.
Yeah, and Cruiser's afraid of the ocean, so he has an excuse. So yeah.
I am.
I thought you said you were afraid of the ocean. Or was it just crabs?
Probably just crabs. They're fucking ugly.
I think I remember you used that for a
Right.
pat.
I heard there's an ointment for that.
You heard, but did you hear what Carl said? Hit him with shampoo.
Yeah, and they get too close, hit them with the shampoo.
I have a slight fear of the ocean. Well, not like the sea specifically, but like just what's like deep in the unknown of the ocean.
Oh yeah, like in my dream project, my main character, she has a fear of starfish.
Well,
Like
that's that's not the similar thing, but okay.
It goes with what you were saying about things in the deeper areas. What you were saying, like the creatures in the deeper areas.
Kind of, yeah, but I mean like the unknown kind of idea, like
Yeah.
not like what we do know. I mean, like I believe it's thalassophobia or thalassophobia or something like that.
I know, like one of the things I like is like I like how the deeper you go in the ocean, the more.
Yeah, hey guys, I can tell what everyone else's fear is right now.
Oh, what is it?
The final five.
30 seconds till, but close enough.
Yeah, whatever.
Now my computer's screwing up because it's showing on my computer.
All right.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're a minute off.
All right, easy now.
You're a minute off.
Welcome to the final five, where we talk about our final five things in the final five place. So since Jablonski's dying, I'm going to let him go first. Jablonski, your time begins now.
All right, so not too much going on. I got work and school being my big priorities. It's kind of been doing my own thing right now. I'm going to be starting to making Christmas gifts for people relatively soon. I am actually working on my fiance's birthday gift as I've been goofing off on this stream.
Giggity.
Yeah. But yeah, other than that, it's just been Pokemon, White Schwartz, and just a whole bunch of other shit, nerdy shit going on with me. And remember, kids, drink your motherfucking drugs.
Okay, you said the thing. That was good. Okay, next up is...
Yes, I will say the thing.
Next up is Cruiser. Cruiser, your time begins now.
All right. Coming up, I have Mare Fair, where I will be doing a panel where I'll be doing Hoof Rock Live, reviewing the MLP movie soundtrack. I will be recording it and posting it. I will probably try to edit like a few things in there, but it's not going to be a standard Hoof Rock video. Then after that, I need to make another video. I need to make a video for Park Geeks talking about this recent Halloween Horror Nights, and I need to get back to my book. That's what's going on with me.
That all? I think that is a yes.
Yeah, that's all.
Okay. So next up will be Kuma the Sleepy. Your time begins now.
Huzzah, yay. I've been doing a lot of more D&D stuff, playing more Baldur's Gate, but also playing the recent Starfield as well too, getting into the whole being, in space, which I actually love, believe it or not. Well, not Starfield in general, it still has its problems, but it's been fun. I love being a pirate, a space pirate.
Arr.
Yeah, I like believe it or not, like it's so easy to kind of be a space pirate or just to destroy things in there in general.
Yep, well,
Like people have made so much and figured out how to just cheat the game so well. Like someone's figured out that, oh hey, if you build your ship just like a freaking outline of a square almost, where it just kind of looks like a cube, they figured out that the enemy ships only shoot their lasers and all their
Timed up.
guns specifically in a one spot.
Alright, my turn. Okay, here I go. So, yes, I'm going to be giving a little bit of a last message after Kuma's quote of the week. I've just been really busy on stuff. Pretty much nothing else to say. Like I said, we'll be back in 2 weeks. Thanks for watching my segment here. Again, I'm going to have a little bit of a final message to you about what's going on with World Part 2, specifically after Kuma's done. I promise you Brain Snack will be returning. I've just been really busy with stuff, getting ready for a trip and everything like that. So stay tuned for that. That said, I'm going to end that for now. I'm going to bring this on to Kuma's Quote of the Week. Stand by.
Yay! All right. Okay. Well, hold on. Let me find it real quick. Forgot where it was. Yeah, where it was. No. Nope. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Here's the one. Just because I thought it was kind of funny. It is by one of my favorites, Mark Twain. Yay! I actually do. Looking back, I think I do use a lot of his because, like, I did look up quotes by, and it pops up like all your recents and everything. All of them, most of my recents is Mark Twain quotes, and this one goes: "A man who carries a cat by the tail learns something he can learn in no other way." I'll leave you with that. Yeah. I don't get it either. And yeah, with all of us here at Ants, Evan has a special message.
Yes, I do. Thank you for doing that, Kuma. So yes, I wanted to speak to you guys a little bit here. And it's kind of important for me in regards World Part 2. What I'm going to be doing recently, I'm hoping to see if I can make this little segment there. I'm taking off the headphones for this, and I'm going to be shutting off streaming volume. So, I have been doing a lot of prep work here. I'm going to be shutting down my services for video work from starting the 8th of October to the end of December, with some small exceptions, but they're just like little bitty things. But yeah, I'm going to be closed at that point. These 3 months of October through December, I'm going to be hell-bent on trying to finish this project. If I can't get it done by the due date, I'm giving it another grace period until January 19th. If I can't go into January 19th, I'm going to be making the decision of shelving the project. I don't want to do it I want to consider that my big motivation because of how far I've come with it. I'm not trying to say I'm giving up on the project. I'm not giving up, but one of the people I went to help me out was the guy who runs the Creative Skull Cult, Chris O'Vamery. I apologize if I pronounce your last name wrong, dude. It's just, I asked him, this guy's been in the animation business for about 10 years, and I asked him, if you feel like you can't, something is getting too crazy, is it alright to, set it to the side or just move on to something different? And he said, it's okay to shelve something and come back to it when you have the skills. I spoke to him and a lot of the other people in the Creative Skull Cult, and, they thought the same thing was pretty valid. Again, I'm not saying that I'm not going to be trying to finish this thing. Who knows, maybe I might go beyond it after that grace period if anything goes up. But I'm considering that my prime motivator. I'm going to try my hardest to give you guys something you'll love. Like I said, the only thing I got to worry about right now is just the creation of 2 specific puppets. I've been dealing with a lot of pressure lately from my own mental conscience, but there's another idea I have that I want to get out there. And I feel that if I don't, it's going to drive me mad. Because it's not every day you come up with an idea that's just original. And I want to achieve this idea that's original because it's taken me years to think of something that I like, that I consider original. Maybe it's not original, but something original to me. But we'll see what happens. I don't want you guys to start worrying or start messaging me and saying, what the fuck, dude? But no, hear me out. I want to emphasize that I'm putting a lot of effort into this for you guys. You're going to get something you're going to love, I promise you. I just got to get a motivator on there to push me forward. I hope you guys understand. Thanks for watching. We'll be back in about 2 weeks. Thank you. Is the ending going to play or what?
It's the end of the show, so don't blow it. It's the end of the show, so don't blow it. It's the end of the show, so don't blow it. End it right.
My life is a bacon-wrapped hell